thing really struck me, yeah? And it's why we find it hard to answer the relatively simple question of, what is it that you really want? Seems straightforward, right? But it's a minefield to really answer this question with total certitude. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through a simple process that if you follow these steps exactly, you will passionately be able to answer the question of what is it that you really want. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty. And you know what? It's probably a good idea if you grab a pen and a paper, because it's going to help you to answer the questions that I'm going to prompt from you shortly. And if you think this video might be beneficial to somebody else who is struggling to make decisions and stuff, then, feel free to share it. So what I'm going to do today is help you gain the clarity, the conviction and the knowledge to answer that simple question of what do you really want? It's an extremely, extremely important question that we seem to struggle giving a good answer to. And at the end of the day, if you don't know what it is that you really want, then how on earth are you going to get it? Now, other people can give you advice, and their opinions on what they think, that you really want. But fundamentally, at the end of the day, only you can answer the question of what it is that you really want. And if you don't know what you really want, then, unfortunately, you are just a passenger in life. You are traveling along. You're not going in the direction that you need to be going in. So we need to get laser focused on answering the question of what it is that I really want. Listen, if somebody else can answer that with utter passion and conviction, they are already miles ahead of you. So today we're going to do a little task that's going to help us dig down and get a little bit closer to the answer. So let's go. So you're probably wondering, what is this magical tool? Why have I never heard of it? Why am I only finding this out today? But what it is it's such a simplistic few steps that really draws you and gets you to really dig deep and find out what is your want? What is your driving force in getting to that place that you want to be, and to be passionate about it and to understand why it's so important to you. And as I said, no one else can help you. Nobody else can make this clearer for you, or this choice for you. Only you can answer that question of what it is that you really want. So now we're going to find out how we get there. So how we're going to get there is we're going to use a proven technique called the 5 whys. And it was the modern day origination of it was from a Japanese guy called Sakichi Toyoda, and he worked with Toyota, and they used this within the industrial plants in Toyota to problem solve, and obviously to be a more productive business, and it's helped Toyota and many global brands. And so the primary goal of the technique is to determine the root cause, and this is done by repeating the question why 5 times. Each time we ask another why, so we ask a question, then we take from your answer, we pick a part of that question and then ask again why. And then from your answer to that, we ask again why. You see where I'm going with this? So by the 5th why, you should have a much more detailed explanation or realization to yourself why this is what you really want and the deeper meanings behind it. And so what I thought I'd do, just as almost like an example for you guys, so this is how you can do it yourself. And it might be a good idea to do this with somebody like a friend or something. So I did it with, it was actually with my sister. I've done it before myself personally, but it was with my sister. And she had a big life-changing, decision to make. And so I've written it down almost our conversation. So I'm going to take you through it so you can kind of see how it works. So the initial question obviously was, what do you really want? And my sister's answer to that was, I want to move to Australia. Okay, so what do you really want? Answer, I want to move to Australia. Me, why? Answer from my sister, well, it's always been on my bucket list and I feel drawn there. Fair enough. Now, why number 3? Why do you feel drawn there? Answer, my sister, I just feel like I could have a better life if I lived out there. Fez? Why? Next why? Why would you have a better life? Do you understand where I'm going with this? So what starts as the initial conversation or the initial description of what do you really want? This is what I really want. You break down and you ask why 5 times, each time using a why from the answer that you've given to the previous question. Now, obviously this was, quite an emotional conversation with me and my sister. And by the time that we'd got through the why was it on your bucket list? Why are you looking for a better life? Why, we both ended up in tears, and it was almost that she wanted a fresh start. And that was what it come from. And it come from childhood things, and we opened up but the fundamental question of what do you really want was deep rooted. It was a deep rooted passion and need to have a reinvention, a new start. And for my sister, that was obviously to move away, so, and she did in the end, and she's living her best life. But what I'm trying to say is that using these 5 whys, and you can apply them in any sort of scenario, you're basically just answering a question that's from your answer originally. And this should hopefully be able to give you, and like I said, it's a good idea, obviously, if you write it down and stuff, and you can then go through it and dissect it a little bit, and you can hopefully, and like I said, that's sometimes why it is really good to do with a friend. And, if you're liking the content, you think this might be helpful for you, then you can always subscribe and you can share with your friend as well. And, maybe it's something you guys could do together, but you can see where I'm coming from. So the aim of this is just to get a little bit more clarity, a little bit more focus, and to be able to be a bit more precise in answering the question. So next time you answer the question, you know that you can answer it with total and utter, clarity that yes, I know exactly what I want. And once you know that, then you're more likely to do the things needed in order to get there, because you realize the why and that it's deeply important to you. So I think by doing that, it's going to get you on a course that can only be more positive for you. So that was my little lesson for the day. So like I said, guys, thanks for watching. I try and upload 3 videos a week. I do upload 3 videos a week. I'm making myself upload 3 videos a week. And so if you really, you're interested in seeing what's coming up, then obviously it'd be great to have you on board, and click the bell for notifications, and I will catch you in the next video. And you know what? Comment below. Let me know if you did it and if it worked for you, and if it made sense. I'd be really happy to, have a little chat with you guys. So thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.